Oh, Lord. We are having some slow down. There we go. Let's let the world know that we are live. Well, at least the Twitter world. Do-do-do-do. All right, nerds. We should probably pull that off as well. Yep. Okay. We are having some serious issues with the CPU right now. It is just not wanting to cooperate. OBS is really eating it up. All right, so I guess that means we're going to have to do this the other way. Whatever. My stream is really loud. It seems okay. Okay. Let's welcome. Sorry, we are experimenting still with the stream thing just because I don't get to do it very often. That means we are pretty much every stream is a test. And that being said, we have news to get into for the first half of this stream. So let's see if switching this out helps. No, not really. So we're just gonna go fix this real quick. Hold that thought. Oh, the beauties of post-editing. All right, so let's remove... Oh, is it gonna let us? No. Okay, yes it is. Kill that and that. What happens if we kill that? Yeah, alright, fine. And then back here to this. Okay. Is that any better? Not much. Little bit. Still choppy as all get out, but... CPU says... My task manager says it's at 90%. The OBS says it's at 19%. I don't know which one I believe. Probably the task manager. But either way, let's get into some news here, nerds. We're going to not be starting with We Got This Covered. We are going into comicbook.com, or cosmicbook.com rather. Or .news. So, jumping right into the news, we have Deadpool to check out. So, Ryan Reynolds, who plays Deadpool, says that we have updates coming soon. Interview with Collider about the Atom Project. He said about Deadpool 3, we pretty much talk about everything, but I'll say this about that particular subject. That doesn't make... That's poor grammar, Ryan Reynolds, or whoever is improperly quoting him. Says, we pretty much talk about everything, but I'll say this about that particular subject is I'll have a batch of updates on that sooner rather than later, I hope. Probably what he's trying to say is, but I will say this about... Anyway, so I'll be able to get into stuff about Deadpool a little bit more clearly and definitively down the road. No rough idea when that's going to be, unless it has something to do with Doctor Strange, which is in May 6th. Yeah, and then we also had a couple of days ago Ryan Reynolds say that He is not going to be in Doctor Strange 2, but is that just like Andrew Garfield was not going to be in Spider-Man No Way Home? I doubt it. Okay, let's peruse a little more. We're going to... Oh, yeah, that's right. All of these first four were worthy of jumping into, so we're going to jump in all four of them. So Zack Snyder is trending on Twitter. More than likely not a coincidence, as it is exactly a week prior to the release of The Batman. But Zack Snyder trends on Twitter, as does Restore the Snyder. Oh, that's why he's trending on Twitter. The Snyderverse is not coming back. I'm sorry, it's just not gonna happen. Alright, so I guess that's that. Superman watches Pa can't die. Superman brought low. Oh, these are all of the things that were not great about the Superman, or the DCEU version of Superman, the Zack Snyder Superman specifically. Yeah. Nope. Moving right along. Now we have the Batman sequel in early development. So the Batman, again, comes out May 6th, but the Batman sequel is in early development, as director Matt Reeves has confirmed talks are currently underway. So very early development, apparently. Appearing at the red carpet premiere for the Batman in London, Reeves talked about the universe they are creating with the mention of a sequel. I really believe, quote, I really believe in what we've done, and I'd be excited to tell more stories. This is not definitive. We are already telling other stories in the streaming space, which we know the HBO Max, probably Batman-less Gotham PD series. We're doing a Penguin show also, that one as well. Penguin show with Colin Farrell. It's going to be super cool, and we're working together on some stuff too. We have started talking about another movie, so not even in early development. I hate clickbait. That's garbage. Barring some sort of catastrophe or epic failure that would hurt the box office of the Batman, it seems the sequel is a given, as estimates offer the Batman is going to bring in big bucks. Yes, and it's getting a Chinese release, which means even the bigger bucks. And then the rest of that's going to be speculation. I'm not even going to get into speculation. We want definitive news, unless we are jumping in knowing it is rumor. Charlie Cox confirms more Daredevil in the MCU. Charlie Cox and Daredevil will be back in the MCU. We already know this because he was already in the MCU now. Follows recent surprise appearance by Matt Murdock in Spider-Man No Way Home. Was it really a surprise, though? The actor confirms something is happening, but stopped short of stating specifically what it involves in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I know something, Cox told Radio Times while promoting the release of his Irish crime drama Kin. I don't know much, but I know there will be something else. Duh. You signed a contract that said you're going to do X amount of appearances. Got a phone call saying, do you want to come back? Do you want to be in Spider-Man? I was like, obviously, yeah, that would be amazing. I'm thrilled. I'd love to do that. They said, great, we'll be in touch. And then I didn't hear anything for like 2 months. That sounds about right. It did get to the point where I was like, did I dream this? It definitely got to the point where I was like, I don't know what's going to happen. But then I got a follow-up phone call. Yeah, rumored to be in She-Hulk and Echo, both series confirmed to be coming from Disney Plus. All right. Upload. If you have not seen season 1 of Upload, it is a lot of fun. It's a really, again, that AI conversation that we come back to frequently here on the channel. I am apologizing for this refresh rate. This is really crap, and I wish I could figure out where all of the problems are coming from, because it's never been this bad before. Anyway, continuing on. Oh, and I just did a stupid. I love it when I do that. Go away, Reaper. Yeah. Close. Oh, Lord. 1. Close. Still evaluating. Okay, close. All right, so sorry about that if that affected the frames. And I don't know what's going to happen when we try and do gaming after we're done with the news, but yeah, we're going to continue with this. I'm going to move this guy down a little bit. I'll move over. All right. Back to the news. Sorry for the little aside. Amazon Prime Video has released the Upload Season 2 trailer. I was really just thinking about this the other day, hoping that Season 2 would be coming soon. It is, so the Season 1 basic synopsis is, here you go. Robbie Amell is the star. He plays Nathan Brown, whose soul, quote-unquote soul, they didn't put the quotes there, those are mine, has been uploaded to a virtual afterlife following his death under shady circumstances. We'll watch the trailer here in just a second. Yeah, there's no real synopsis of the first season. It is worth a watch. It's a lot of fun. There is a bit of a whodunit element to this show that I really appreciate, but also just well done by Robbie. I feel like there's a lot of other people in here who are like, yeah, could be great and could be garbage. But, oh, interesting. So looking at the poster for Season 2, we have this guy in here 3 times. I wonder what the significance of that is. So this is his operator. Oh, sorry. This is his operator right here, the lady who helps him adjust to the afterlife. This is his, I think she's technically his ex-girlfriend now in the story by the end of Season 1, but she was his girlfriend when he died. I don't remember who she is, if she was even in Season 1, and I don't believe this guy was in Season 1 at all, and I'm pretty sure this guy with the multiple faces also not in Season 1. So let's hit this trailer, where is the audio for this gonna go? I don't want it to go there. Let's make sure we're doing this correctly. Correct. Property, speakers, okay. Let's... Alright, let's go now, because that should fix our audio issue.
3, 2, 1, upload.
I noticed you're really lonely inside, and you often express
Oh, that's
your
new.
feelings as anger.
You, Helen.
Welcome to Upload, your digital afterlife. Uploads live a life of luxury, pleasure, but they lack something that makes death worth living. Prototypes!
Oh no.
Congrats.
There's the crazy face guy.
Welcome back, Nora Anthony.
Thanks. It's been a long time.
Next.
So much to tell you. We've had one extremely difficult Karen.
Let me speak to a manager.
What seems to be the problem?
You're a moron.
You've been cheating on me.
Ingrid gave up everything and uploaded for me.
I'm with someone too.
I've been cheating on you.
Oh. It's all good.
Oh yeah, there
brother.
was a little bit of a romantic situation between them.
Uploading should be accessible.
That's
for
right.
everyone.
I almost forgot about that.
Hold the greedy, powerful people accountable.
He likes Bloody Marys and the rollback of environmental laws.
Well, we can
Oh,
handle
this,
one of
so
those.
it's gonna get political. Season 2 is political, huh?
Oh, it's on!
Thank you.
Place your bets.
You can listen in on any upload.
Do me.
My God, look at her. She's so beautiful.
Anything else about me?
You were considering bicep inflation.
A little bigger. A little more. Perfect. It's so ridiculous.
Wait. So here's something interesting about this, because right, he's supposed to be
Bicep inflation.
dead.
Bicep
No,
inflation.
stop it.
Anything else about me?
this scene, though, appears to be in the upload tech support office. So how is... I mean, they were doing that weird VR stuff going into the upload world, so maybe he can project himself into the real world, or they found a way to bring him back to the... That's weird. That's interesting. Definitely going to be watching season 2 of Upload. Again, a lot of fun. If you haven't watched the first season, you probably should. All right, so sending this back over here. All right. What else we got? Daredevil Marvel shows coming to Disney Plus. Canadians first. Well, oh, the Daredevil from Netflix, I bet, is coming to Disney Plus finally. Yeah, right there. Marvel Netflix shows coming to Disney Plus. So Daredevil, Punisher, Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, Iron Fist, and The Defenders. March 16th in Canada. March 30th. Oh, no, that's Moon Knight. Where is the U.S. release? Unknown at this time, since they are mature. Oh, my God. Dumb. Okay, so March 16th, we'll go... the Netflix Daredevil universe will show up on Disney Plus, or whatever the Canadian equivalent is, and then sometime shortly thereafter will be in the States. That's fun. Jared Leto Morbius teases dark Spider-Man score. Oh no. Chris Pine stars in The Contractor. Henry Cavill still technically Superman in the DCEU, even though he wasn't in Peacemaker. Marvel Comics releases Ghost Rider trailer. We covered that in this week's regular episode, so we are done with you, Cosmic Book. Here on We Got This Covered, I always preface this, but we're going to preface it again. Just checking. Still garbage frame rate. That's unfortunate. So sorry. Anyway. I use it. We Got This Covered kind of just because they like to make up stories. So that is really the only reason I come here, because most of what they do is either copy paste it from somebody else or garbage. And it's that tends to be a little fun, adds for a little bit of flavor when we do the regular episodes and these episodes. So Renfield, the movie, has Nicolas Cage playing Dracula, gets a release date. There was somebody else in this movie playing Renfield. I don't remember who it was. Nicholas Hoult, that's right. Beast, gonna be Renfield, alongside Nicolas Cage as Dracula and Awkwafina as Renfield's love interest, Rebecca Quincy. April 14th of 2023. Oh, that's just all kinds of like Jerry Springer kind of. I can't not watch it. Yeah, and then they get into just the fluff of a lot of the news sites really drives me crazy, not gonna lie. Lore of Morbius, Robert Pattinson loved doing roly-polies. Roly-polies? Sure. Hugely underrated psychological horror retreats up the Netflix ranks. Disney Plus debuts a lyric video and poster for new Billie Eilish and Phineas O'Connell penned Turning Red song. Well, that's an interesting comparison. Penguin to Scarface, huh? Not worth it to go past the headline there, but, you know, still a thing. Excellent connection. What the hell is going on? Audio is down? Why is the audio down? That doesn't make any sense. Sorry, checking audio. Stream. Output. Says we're sending audio. Recording. All 6. Audio. Bitrate. Yeah. YouTube is weird. So. Yeah, I don't get it. All right. Lo siento. Another aside, but we are back. So it looks like movie headlines. Kind of nothing here. Spider-Man No Way Home beats out Endgame pre-order sales since digital is about to come out. That makes sense. Sally Kellerman, star of MASH film, passed at 84. That's sad. Neve Campbell confirms she's been approached for Scream 6 return. Patrick Stewart says he's never heard of Doctor Strange. Yeah. I'm sure you haven't, Patrick. Launched behind the scenes podcast. Benedict Cumberbatch being sued over unmade Roald Dahl movie. That's dumb. James Gunn's other R-rated superhero story is flying high on Netflix. Oh, that's the Superman is evil Superman kid. Can't remember the name of the movie now. Batman TV spot reveals the Riddler's face. Oh, hey, let's check that out real quick, shall we? No way. Okay. Are we back? I don't know what that was. I don't know how long I was down. I don't know a lot of things, apparently. Health of the stream. Excellent connection. Okay. Very strange. This is why we check frequently on when we're working with only one monitor. All right. So, I don't know how much we lost, but we're just going to keep on rolling. Peacemaker star breaks down the vigilante bromance. Nope. Jerry Bruckheimer producing live-action Beyblade movie. Witcher could see a fan favorite joining for season 3. Halo producer explains decision to reveal Master Chief's face because she thinks that if we can see his face, then we can connect to him better. I think was the let's go into this. I'm pretty sure that's what she said though. Particularly that we'll see Master Chief remove is the word. Remove as producer Kiki Wolfkill seems all too aware that fans don't like or won't like this, so went into detail on the official Halo website as to why. After explaining that the decision wasn't taken lightly, she said, with television series, we want to take you on John's journey and let you experience, as a viewer, his story and evolution from an external, subjective viewpoint. For that, it felt important to see John outside of his armor. We have done this in the past in books and some of our extended storytelling, but this is by far the most visually rich example. So... I can understand the argument, but that doesn't mean it's 100% holds water, because we did the first season of The Mandalorian. I mean, yes, technically we saw Mandalorian's face, but it wasn't necessary for us to connect to the character. Like, there is a fair argument to be made that you didn't ever have to remove Mandalorian's helmet. The only reason they did is because they were trying to get awards for their awesome show. So I feel like that's bogus. And then she continues, for us in the show, it felt critical to explore the human within the armor and present a deep set of character stories that gives the audience a different way to experience the Halo universe. I would be remiss if I didn't comment on the talent and commitment of Pablo Schreiber in bringing this version of Master Chief to life. There is no end to the respect with which he treated this role and inhabited the suit. We had a lot of conversations around what it meant for John to remove his helmet, and it was responsibility Pablo felt every bit as deeply as we do. So yeah, that's happening. All right, I think that's all we've got here. We try one more site, and then I think I'm going to just give up on these technical issues and just go straight into the stream gaming side. Why did Omni-Man kill the Guardians of the Globe? If you watched this show, you would know. How many Jedi survived Order 66? I believe the count was like 2? Something. 5? Less than 10. I very well could be misremembering that, and I don't care to hear what We Got This Covered has to say about it. So, nothing. Somebody dance. Oh wow. So we'll get into this and then we'll move along. Amazing Jonathan apparently has died at the age of 63. Comedic magician, Amazing Jonathan. So cult favorite stand-up magician known by his stage name, The Amazing Jonathan, John Edward Zealous, has died at the age of 63 from congestive heart failure. That sucks. Performer had struggled with heart issues for 15 years since being diagnosed with cardiomyopathy in 2007. A documentary, The Amazing Jonathan documentary about the entertainer's health struggles and his return to the stage, was released by Hulu in 2019. And it was also reported erroneously before that documentary that he had already died, and I believe they reference it in that documentary, because I saw like a trailer or something. I can't remember now. Anyway, Zealous was known in comedy circles and to a dedicated group of fans as a truly gifted and innovative performer who completely changed the rules for magic-based comedy. His brash personality, edgy subject matter, complete willingness to abandon so-called magician's code and betray exactly how a trick was performed to his audience earned Zealous the title of the Freddy Krueger of comedy. He was great. If you've never seen The Amazing Jonathan, we're not going to watch this, but if you've never seen Amazing Jonathan, you really, really should. Zella's wife and manager, Anastasia Sin, confirmed the comedian passed shortly before midnight late Tuesday evening, according to TMZ. That is very sad. He'd been in hospice for some time, so it wasn't out of the blue. Multiple close calls over the years since his initial diagnosis. We've thought we lost him so many times that we never thought it would actually happen, Sin's assistant said. According to Las Vegas Review Journal, Sin said, "The last thing I said to him was, 'I love you, honey. I'll be with you when you get up from your nap. We were feeding him oranges and strawberries. He was so peaceful. He said, yay. He had the most pure and sweetest look on his face. That is super sad. That's the documentary. That's the trailer for it, I believe. Yeah, official trailer. Yeah, I remember watching Amazing Jonathan's stuff on Comedy Central years ago. He was awesome. That is an unfortunate loss. And yeah, I think we're moving on. This is TV. Yeah, we'll touch their comic book coverage is usually garbage, so we can burn through it pretty quick. Oh, Hayao Miyazaki's graphic novel is getting an English translation. That's cool. So he's the Studio Ghibli guy. Graphic novel publisher First Second Books announced it has licensed the English distribution rights of Shuna's Journey, a one-volume manga written and illustrated by the legendary anime filmmaker Hayao Miyazaki. The imprint, distributed by Macmillan, plans to release the work's sole volume later this year with translations by Alex Duduk DeWitt. Shauna's Journey was an important expression of what would become recurring themes and imagery in Miyazaki's filmography. The titular hero is a young prince of an impoverished mountain valley that just so happens to resemble the young prince of the post-apocalyptic Valley of the Wind in the director's first film, Nausicaa, the Valley of the Wind. The one-volume manga was originally published in 1983. Wow, that's a long time ago for it to not already be in English. In Tokuma, Shoten's Animage, wow, words, magazine, Miyazaki's original manga of Nausicaa of the Valley of the Wind was serialized from 1982 to 1994 and made into a film in 1984. Visual and thematic similarities between the graphic novel and Miyazaki's early films run deep in the story inspired by Tibetan folklore, and the cover features a protagonist riding what looks like a red elk from Princess Mononoke. At first glance, it looks like a crossover of the two films. Princess Mononoke would be released over a decade later in 1997. Yeah, okay. That's cool. I tried watching Goro's first film the other day, and yeah, just we probably started a little too late because we fell asleep, but either way, Studio Ghibli rocks. Checking the health of the stream once again. I don't understand why I don't know what's going on with the audio. It keeps saying that the stream is 0 bits, but I'm sending it 128 bits, so I don't get it. Whatever. Going to comicbook.com. We'll start in gaming. It's all going to be about Elden Ring. I'll tell you right now. Elden Ring player discovers blah, 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 blah. Mass Effect 4. Oh. Says about the potential release date. Dying Light 2 developer provides an update for fan favorite mode being added. Let's check that out. Cyberpunk 2077. Love tiny new detail. Fan favorite, an update on a fan favorite mode and when it will be added to the PC, PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox Series. Game. Dying Light 2 is a long game full of content, but some players have already finished it and are wondering what's next. If Techland supports Dying Light 2 like it did the first game, players have years of both free and premium content to look forward to. That said, in the meantime, many players are wondering where New Game Plus mode is. For those who don't know, New Game Plus mode adds replayability to the game by allowing players to carry over their progression, stats, and inventory to a new game and save. In return, the game usually scales enemies and challenges to account for this, so it just gets harder. Game Plus mode is the fan favorite mode. I feel like that's grasping at straws there, comicbook.com. Octopath Traveler Champions of the Continent beta announced. Elden Ring, where to find sacred seals to use incantations. Fortnite X Marvel comic series announced. Legends of Runeterra. Berserk. Is this the Berserk I'm thinking of? Probably not. Huh. That is absolutely not what I was thinking of. Oh, what is this? NetherRealm Studios boss Ed Boon, creator of Mortal Kombat and Injustice, has teased the Chicago-based studio's next game. And it sounds like it's neither Mortal Kombat or Injustice, like various rumors have suggested in the past. In 2011, NetherRealm Studios released Mortal Kombat 9, which rebooted the series 2 years later. Gods Among Us, 2 years after from there. Mortal Kombat X. Injustice 2 was released in 2019. And in 2019, Injustice 2. Okay, or Mortal Kombat 11. Lord, I can read. For roughly a decade, NRS was releasing games every 2 years, alternating between Mortal Kombat and Injustice. The expectation was that in 2021, Injustice 3 would be released. This didn't happen. It's now 2022, and not only has the studio's next game not been released, but it's not even been revealed, which brings us to today when Ed Boon teased the studio's working on. According to Boon, quote, there is a reason, unquote, for the studio breaking its release pattern. To this end, Boon notes that when he and company announce their next game, it'll make a lot more sense. Right after this, Boon cuts himself off from saying anything further. I can say that for 10 years, we're releasing Mortal Kombat Injustice, Mortal Kombat Injustice. When we broke that pattern, there were a lot of speculation what we would be doing next. I can tell you that there was a reason for it. When we announce our next game, it'll make a lot more sense. At this point, I'll get in a lot of trouble if I say anything more. That doesn't say it's going to be neither. As you can see, there's nothing here that points to the studio is working on, but it'll make a lot more sense. Makes it sound like it won't just be another Mortal Kombat or Injustice game. Is it a DC versus Marvel? Nah, probably not. It's Mortal Kombat versus Injustice. It's going to be another MK versus DC. Or, even better, an action-adventure a la Shaolin Monks. That would be great, but Lord only knows. Yeah, this is a little silly. All right, so let's continue right along. We'll hit a couple more of these, and then we'll jump over to the game. Fortnite adds X-Men, Gambit, and Rogue skins. Aww. Breath of the Wild 2 leaker reveals when next update is coming. That's rumor mill stuff. We can jump into that. Nintendo fans are desperate for some Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild 2 information, in particular for a release date. Unfortunately, for Nintendo Switch and Switch Lite and Nintendo Switch OLED users, there's still no update about Breath of the Wild 2, and according to a new report, this isn't changing anytime soon. The new report comes by the way of Account NG, prominent industry insider and leaker best known for leaking Star Wars Eclipse before its reveal, GTA Online updates, and various inside information on Harry Potter. Insider and leaker isn't known for Nintendo scoops, blah, blah, blah. Let's get to the actual thing. Okay, so isn't known for Nintendo scoops, but it's exactly what they have. Unfortunately, the report is only what is outlined above, which is to say, didn't say anything about Nintendo. Won't be getting an update on this game until June. Oh, Lord. Okay. Again, clickbait headlines suck. 5 tips for new Souls-like players. Free Prime gaming games. Halo Infinite mid-season update. Oh, yeah, this happened. This is part of the reason we're going to be playing a fair amount of Halo tonight. So first-person animations, including reloading and clamoring, now appear smoother at all frame rates. Following sound effects are louder in the audio mix for both multiplayer and campaign. Enemy throwing grenades. Needler Super Combine. Oh, I guess I did notice that the other night. Interesting. Player Ravager completing its charge. Multiple improvements to Quick Resume and Xbox Series X consoles. Quick Resume, that's single player. Reliability of reconnecting to Halo Infinite's multiplayer and customization services. Players who have purchased Halo Infinite's campaign digitally should also see less prompts to purchase campaign after using Quick Resume. That's good. Did not receive an achievement after completing its requirements. Should see it unlock. I didn't even realize that was a major issue. Improvements to Dolby Vision High Dynamic Range for the series consoles. Color accuracy improvements when playing on a PC with an AMD GPU. Stability improvements for Xbox One. Let's get into multiplayer. Improved cheat detection and other anti-cheat improvements. Good. It's not perfect because I still played. Oh, this might have been before the update, actually. Shortly before the update. I was definitely playing some SWAT against a guy who could see me through the walls. Sound effects for receiving damage as well as enemy footsteps and gunfire are now louder in the good. Just significantly louder if I remember from last night, because I was following a couple of guys from above just based on their footsteps. Combat sensors range has increased from 18 to 24 meters in big team battle. Added new telemetry to help our developers gather more information on shot registration issues. Read the development team's in-depth analysis of these issues. Yeah, that's the desync issues. After receiving a matchmaking ban, players can select the play button in any matchmaking playlist to see when their ban will end. The expiration time will be in month, day, year format. For more information on Halo Infinite bans and how to submit a ban appeal, which I thankfully haven't had an issue with this as much, but in Master Chief Collection, if the connection desynced and I got booted because my connection's fine. I'm hardwired to my modem, so I don't know how it happens, but it does happen from time to time. I usually get banned for 5 minutes or 5 to 10 minutes, and I can't play because their connection's balls. Anyway, the optimal polish initiated armor coating is now available for all players who have submitted a valid code and Halo waypoint. So if you want the shiny glitter armor, then you can now get it because it wasn't in the game until just now. Players standing on destroyed vehicles will no longer experience stuttering or desyncs. That's good. Matchmaking playlists now reflect accurate estimate wait times. Yes, I did notice that. last night. Post-game Carnage report will now reflect the correct winning team after online matches. That has been such an annoyance for me for no real reason, because I know if I won or lost, but like just dumb. Anyway, and then a couple of campaign things. Improvements campaign save system, interactive items such as uncollected audio logs, blah 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 blah. Description of Forerunner artifacts now appears correctly when playing in a language other than English. And that is that. Elden Ring gets new update. It's a day one patch, eh? Why do you need patch notes for the day one patch? Nobody's played it other than reviewers without the day one patch. GTA Online update is full of bonus rewards and discounts. Reportedly in early talks to Xbox. We already talked about that. Lost Ark gives players another chance at free loot. Free-to-play Call of Duty Zombies game rumored. Let's check that out. More rumor mill. A new rumor has emerged suggesting that a new free-to-play Call of Duty game will be launching at some point in 2023. Earlier this week, it was reported that Activision plans to delay coming by way of this is Call of Duty leaker on Twitter. Merge stating the studio Treyarch is working on releasing a free-to-play Call of Duty game in 2023 that will be entirely centered around the franchise's Zombies game mode. I'm not a Call of Duty player, but that is the one game mode that I've been interested in playing, though I haven't. So I'm very interested in seeing what how that becomes a free-to-play game. Is that, do you get to be a zombie? Is that an option? That's kind of cool if it is. Further details on this rumor are quite sparse at the moment. But if this proved to be true, this would end up being the second major Call of Duty title behind Call of Duty Warzone to use the free-to-play model. Given the success of the Zombies game mode over the years as well, it seems likely this release would also be quite a big hit with fans. Cool. Very cool. Very, very cool. Okay. I think that's where we're going to be kicking over. I'm going to see if I can't tweak some things while we stay in stream. But yeah, this is bonkers. I don't understand why this is happening with the audio. Either way, if you are listening in post, then this is where the audio is going to end. So that being said, thank you very much, nerds, for joining me. Your regularly scheduled episode next week is going to be, it's going to be a weird week. So we very potentially are not going to get to the stream. I have Killswitch Engage, to be 100% honest. I'm going to see Killswitch Engage live. It's going to be with Light the Torch, which means Howard Jones and Jesse Leach are going to be on stage together. It's going to be fantastic. And yeah, all of that being said, I appreciate your faces. Thank you very much for joining me. Thank you for listening on whichever platform you are listening on, again, to those in post, or for just watching the VOD if that's what you're doing. Before we head out, nerds, always remember that if it's generally nerdy, it's probably here.